on a dragon hunt.
We're going on a dragon hunt.
I've got my binoculars.
I've got my binoculars.
I'm not scared.
I'm not scared.
Uh-oh. Look at the tall, wavy grass.
It's so tall.
We can't go over it.
We can't go over it.
We can't go under it.
We can't go under it.
We're gonna have to crawl through it.
We have to crawl through it.
Swish, 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 swish. We're going on a dragon hunt.
We're going on a dragon hunt.
I've got my binoculars.
I've got my binoculars.
I'm not scared.
I'm not scared.
Ooh, it's a big, wide river.
It's so wide.
We can't go over it.
We can't go over it.
We can't go under it.
We can't go under it.
Chapter 15. Green is for dragon and a great huge tree. As the party was heading back to the Standing Stones, Dalma started feeling anxious. I don't want to go back in there. I'm scared we'll become trapped. But we're very far from home, so I guess we have to go back in there. But I'm scared. Latia, I understand, Dalma, but we need to go back in there because we need to find her 3 items. But now we know how to get out of there, assuming that green, green, green always brings us here. So see, we're not trapped. So don't worry. But Latia's words weren't making Dalma feel any better. Lightmane, so we're going to go through the green portals again to see if we come back here, right? Belfin, sure, but what if we come back here and we have to do more tasks again, but they're entirely different this time? Or what if it sends us somewhere else? Lightmane, if we have to do more tasks, hopefully it'll involve the heroes of Honeywood again. But if it sends us somewhere else, then we'll know that it doesn't always send us to the same place. But I say we never try red, red, red ever again. Nightwind, you won't get any argument from me about that. As the party came upon the Standing Stones, they saw the portals all come up out of the ground, and they were glowing. Latia, wow, did everyone see that? They all just shot up from the ground at the same time, like they knew we were coming, or something. And why are they glowing? Jack, you're writing down where each one takes us, right? Jack, of course. I'm actually having fun keeping track of all of it. Just wish we better understood all that's going on here. Hopefully, in time, we will. No clue why they're glowing, though, or if that means anything. But we're just going to all walk through the green portal now, yes? Lightmane, yes. I'm curious, though, if we'll come to 2 empty rooms again. They all walked through the green portal, and they found themselves once again in the huge octagon-shaped empty room with the same 8 colored doors. Dalma starting to feel nervous again. I'm glad it's an empty room again. I hope the next room is empty too. It would be nice to see a pattern in here that continues. Latia, I couldn't agree more, Dalma. Let's walk through the green portal again and hope that's the case. They all walked through, and once again, they were in another empty room. Shinfia, okay guys, so we're assuming that the next green door, or portal, takes us back to where we just came from, right? So we're just going to walk through it again, yes? Phileas, wait, let's talk through this some more. If it takes us back there again, I assume that means it will always take us there. But if it takes us somewhere else, that either means it always takes us somewhere different, or what? Could there be like 2 or more possible places that it takes us to each time? I'm not saying we should ever go red, red, red again, but if it takes us somewhere else this time, maybe it's always different each time we go through? The more I'm thinking about this, the more I realize how many different options there might be. Jack, well, 8 times 8 is 64. If the second empty room also determines 8 other possible outcomes, That's 64 times 8, which is 512. Lightmane, oh good Lord. 64 is an awful lot of possible outcomes. So let's just hope that there's no more than 64, and it's not 512 or something. Let's just walk through the green portal again and see what happens. The party walked through the green portal again, but it didn't take them back to where they were. This time, they found themselves at the base of a mountain with another large wooden sign that stood in the middle of the 8 portals, which were glowing again. Lightmane, so much for going to the Elven Kingdom anytime we want. I wonder where we are now. Latia, no clue. But you don't know that it won't take us back there again sometime. Maybe it'll take us there next time. So let's go green, green, green again and see where we end up. Shinfia, walking over to the sign. Hold on, let's see what this sign says first before we head out. Maybe there's something here that we'll want to do first. Okay, never mind. The sign says, Behold, Dragon Mountain. Latia, what? This is Dragon Mountain? Why are we here? We can't possibly try to take on a dragon. What's going on? Belfin, I guess it's all random, right? She said the Wizard's Tower and Dragon Mountain could be found within this place. Shinfia, so we've already found Dragon Mountain? Well, we're not staying, right? Latia, not a chance we're staying. Latia then looked over at Nightwind. Please don't tell me that you think we should stay here. Nightwind almost started to laugh. No, of course not. Here's hoping, though, that one day we'll come back here and slay whatever dragon is here. Shinfia, well, in light of what you just said, get a load of what else this sign says. It says, if you wish to confront the great dragon who lairs here, then follow the trail that leads to the entrance to his lair. But be warned, this dragon is a most powerful dragon of great legend. Many brave and powerful adventurers now lay dead inside his mountain. The portals will remain for up to 7 days, but no one else will see them or this sign. Enjoy your adventuring, and may all your adventures be thrilling. Again with the may all your adventures be thrilling stuff. Well, sure, because what could be more thrilling than getting eaten by a dragon, she said, shaking her head. Jack, writing in his notes, okay, green, green, green is for Dragon Mountain now. Or both places, maybe. So I guess one of these sequences of portals will also take us to the Wizard's Tower. Well, I say let's go all green again and see if we end up back here or somewhere else. Everyone agreed. So they went green, green, green again, but ended up right back here. Lightmane, oh well. I was so hoping we had found an easy way to travel to the Elven Kingdom. Well, maybe there's still a way to do it. I mean, it took us there once, so here's hoping that it will again. And we just need to figure out how this all works. But I think we need to try something different now. Jack, I still don't get what's with all the empty rooms. Tenneth, maybe there's safe rooms where we can rest and get our spells back when we need to. Phileas, oh, here's hoping you're right. But since Jilgrath and the others came through when we were in one of those empty rooms, I'm guessing that's not the case. Tenneth, oh, you're right. Well, who knows? Where should we try going next? Brown or yellow, maybe? Dama, how about we try changing the colors this time, but still only use brown, yellow, or green? Latia, brown, yellow, green. I like that, Dama. Let's try it, 'cause why not? Everyone agreed, again. So they walked through the brown portal and came to an empty room again. So they walked through the yellow portal, and again they came to another empty room. But now they waited, wanting to discuss this, before going through the green portal. Shinfia, so are we just going to go through the green portal now and see what happens, or should we talk about this a little? Nightwind, I don't think there's much to discuss. If we see a monster, we'll run. If not, we'll explore. Latia, run where? You can't just turn around and run back through, since we'll be coming through too. So you'd have to wait until we're all through, or run through a different portal. But what if there's a monster that's nearby and it attacks you? Nightwind: Then we'll fight it. What else? Latia: Okay, but what if there's a lot of monsters? Nightwind: Then we'll run through the closest portal. Latia, thinking about it: Well, I guess that about covers it. Shall we walk through the green portal then, and just see what happens? Nightwind: Yes. Is everyone ready? Nightwind stepped through, and everyone else followed. They all came into another huge room, but couldn't believe what they saw. For inside this room was a great, huge tree that filled almost the entire room. They could see the colored doors to either side of them, along the walls, but there was no ceiling as the great huge tree shot up into the sky. They could also see all kinds of creatures sitting in the tree, but it was a little hard to make them out as they were all partially hidden by the tree. But they could see what looked like some type of leopards, some large birds, along with some large ape-like creatures, and several monkeys. Several of those creatures were moving within the tree, and there were other creatures in it as well, but it was hard to make everything out. The trunk of the tree was around 20 feet wide, and there was a large opening in the trunk that was around 10 feet wide. But to either side of the opening sat 2 white pumas, along with 2 black leopards, while 2 hippogriffs sat on the lowest branch of either side of the tree. None of them had ever seen a hippogriff before, but they had all heard about them, as well as seen pictures of them. Everyone couldn't believe what they were looking at. The huge orc chieftain swung his bastard sword at the paladin, and the blade cut into him good, but the paladin attacked back, and his sword cut into the huge orc, wounding him badly. They both stared down each other, while 3 large orcs engaged the others. The battle was intense. Harlan and Rorik were battling one of the orcs and had wounded it, but Rorik was down to just 3 hit points. But Harlan backed off, not wanting to risk falling in battle. Burke was battling one, and Drana was engaged with the other orc. They had both taken damage, but had also wounded the orc that was on them. Meanwhile, Elena had maneuvered herself behind the orc chieftain. Hrag was scared and was trying to hide. Luckily for Rorik, his blade cut into the orc and it fell, while the orc on Burke damaged him bad, but he somehow didn't fall, and his sword cut into the orc, knocking it to the ground. The orc on Drana slipped, and she swung her mace, and it slammed into the orc's body, and he fell. Corwin swung his sword again, and it cut into the powerful orc chieftain, but he was still standing. And he swung at Corwin again, and his blade cut into him. YOLO. Okay, everyone, the orc chieftain only has 4 hit points left, while Corwin is at 10. The chieftain does +3 to his damage roll, and his bastard sword does 1 to 10 points of damage. So if this roll is a 7 or higher, Corwin will fall. Here goes nothing. YOLO was rolling the dice in front of everyone, and they were all rolling dice now too. YOLO rolled the die, and it came up a 5. So that's 8 points of damage. So Corwin is down to just 2 hit points. It's up to you, Elena. Roll. Ilana. What do I need to roll to hit him? YOLO. As you can see right here, I rolled an 8 for his defense roll, and he has a +5 defense bonus. So that's a 13, but you're attacking him from behind, and his rear defense bonus is just +2. So that lowers his defense roll to a 10. If you hit him, you'll do double damage because of your backstab ability, and you already have a +2 damage bonus because of your 16 strength. So if you hit him, he'll fall. You have a +2 attack bonus due to your high dexterity and strength, +1 more because you're a fighter, and you get an additional +2 attack bonus for your backstab attack. So that's +5. And his defense this round is a 10. So you need to roll a 5 or higher to hit him. Ilana. So all those bonuses and there's still a 40% chance that I'll miss? Yolo. Yep. Roll. Ilana rolled the 10-sided die, and it came up a 10. Everyone stood up and started cheering. Mithril and Drazik walked into the huge temple and then into the room that was just outside of Raisha's and Jilgrath's private quarters. Jilgrath and Raisha were seated at a table and were drinking wine from golden cups. On the table was a golden flagon that was filled with wine, with several more golden cups next to it. Also on the table was a beautiful tray that was filled with various food items that all looked quite delicious. Raisha. Well, hello. Welcome. Please, have a seat and help yourself to some food and wine. Are we all ready to head out tomorrow morning? Mithril. Drazik and I aren't going to go in there anymore. It's too dangerous. We're staying here. Jilgrath. No, we need you both. You're the only wizard in this valley, and you're the most powerful warrior here. Drazik. Nog and Gluguk are powerful, so have them come with you. Jilgrath. You already know we can't do that. Nog and Kirk are the only ones who can keep them all in line. Well, Gluguk keeps the orcs in line, but only because I told him to not let them hurt the weaker monsters, and he knows better than to take on bugbears. I'd bring Kirk, but he isn't powerful enough to come with us. He's just a kobold. Besides, if Kirk came, then the kobolds and goblins would all become scared to death. He keeps them in line, so I need them to stay here. I need you both to come with us. Mithril. Well, forget it, 'cause we're not coming. Jilgrath, angry now. Fine. Then I'll just have the bugbears and gnolls come and grab you both and throw you in prison again. Raisha, seeing Mithril staring her down. Sweetheart, no. How about you and I, along with a few of the clerics, travel to the keep and see if we can find some adventurers and recruit them? Finding a warrior should be easy, and I'm sure there's a wizard around there somewhere who'd like to go adventuring with us. Jilgrath, not looking happy. Fine. But if we don't find anyone, then we're coming back here, and they're coming with us. I won't take no for an answer. Raisha, seeing Mithril looking angry now. Let's go to the keep and see how it goes. Then we'll go from there. Drazik, seeing Mithril looking at him. Jilgrath, can you come with me to my quarters? I want to talk to you about something, in private. Jilgrath, seeing Raisha give him a look. So you and Mithril want to talk, do you? Fine. Jilgrath and Drazik left, and Mithril poured herself some wine and sat down at the table. How long are you going to keep up this charade? Raisha, it's not a charade. Mithril, oh please, do you really think I'm going to believe that you fell in love with an ugly half-orc? Raisha, I think he's quite handsome. For a half-orc? Mithril, you think he's handsome? Then perhaps this isn't a charade, and you've just lost your mind. Raisha, smiling, believe whatever you want. But if we don't find a powerful wizard to join us, I need you to come with us. Jilgrath won't feel safe without you there. Mithril, really? Your lover boy is afraid? Give me a break. You're going to have to offer me something really special. if you want me to go with you again. Raisha, I'll see what I can do. But there's something else that I need to tell you. Clavdrea just sent me another letter. I was about to show it to Jilgrath. We have to respond back this time, because if we don't, she'll almost certainly take action this time. And what action that would be, I have no idea. Mithril just smiled.
Splash, 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 splash. We're going on a dragon hunt.
We're going on a dragon hunt.
I've got my binoculars.
I've got my binoculars.
I'm not scared.
I'm not scared.
It's a big mountain.
It's so big.
We can't go over it.
We can't go over it.
We can't go under it.
We can't go under it.
We're going to have to climb it.